Here we have my mobility ending stretch at the end of my workout. I'm going to go through some poses that I like to do just randomly depending on what my needs are. The first one was bridge to wheel, focusing on back bend, really good for the lower back, lumbar, posterior chain there. Figure 4 here, this is for that right hip. I notice that my left knee is about a 90-degree angle. It puts a little bit more pressure as opposed to bending it all the way. I'm going to switch sides. Notice that my hands are around right below the knee on the shin. Both of my feet are flexed in figure 4. Notice I'm flexing that foot and that knee is at a 90-degree angle. From here, I'm going to do some pelvic tilts and pelvic rocking, pelvic circles, going out and around, up and down, and then I'm going to switch from up and all the way around to down. Noticing that it's really good for the lower back, really good for your adductors, really opens up the pelvic girdle a little bit, massaging the lower back by rocking on your back a little bit. From here, I'm having my hands on the inside of my knees and I'm just circling my ankles. This is just going to give me a little bit more mobility in my ankles and also stretch them out a little bit. The next stretch is just a basic hamstring stretch. You can have the knee bent or straight on the ground. I like to flex the foot toward the body and then I like to point the toe. It just depends. Sometimes I'll reach with the opposite arm to get an extra stretch on the IT band. And then switching sides here. Again, option 1, knee bent. Option 2, leg is straight. And then option 3, reaching across with the opposite hand. Knees a little slightly bent. That's okay. From here, I'm going to go into a supine eagle T-twist. So my arms are teed out. My legs are eagle, meaning that my right is over my left. I'm trying to get that right foot under the left calf, but sometimes I can't. And then your option 2 here is to cross it all the way over. From here, my left leg is going to cross the right. Arms are teed out, twist to the right, look over the left shoulder. And then option 2, I'm going to cross that left leg all the way up and over, holding onto it with my right hand. Really good thoracic chain stretch here. Here we have a figure fly. Just kind of twisting the body here, opening up the hips, the abductors, especially gluteus medius here, and also some of your interior pelvic muscles. This is just a double supine twist here, where both legs go over one side or the other. That's another good thoracic stretch, noticing that I cross my foot over there at the end. From here, I'm on my stomach. Now I'm going to increase flexibility and strength in the lower back by extending the back here. And then from this position, I'm going to take it to bow pose, holding on to one ankle first. I'm going to flex that foot toward the back of the room. Notice that my toes are pointed up right now, but now I'm pointing those toes back. And so I'm letting my ankles and my legs pull my shoulders up. I'm not trying to pull my shoulders. I'm not trying to pull my feet forward. I'm trying to leverage both the legs and the arms together up toward the sky. Here's a half a bow. And then also we have skydiver here. Everything's off the ground. Working our way into a W with our feet flexed. Thumbs down, pinkies up to locust pose. And then from locust pose, we're going to bring the hands behind the back, the prone yoga mudra. That's going to be really good for the shoulders. Here we have supine scorpion. I'm crossing the leg over, doing a lot of different positions here. I'll explain it more on the other side. So laying on your stomach with the arms teed out, you're going to cross the left leg all the way over. We're going to try to hold the right leg all the way over. We're going to try to hold onto it with that left arm. And then you're going to bring that right arm behind the back, bend your left knee, and then walk that right foot in and open up the hip. I'm going to try it again on this side, so try to stay with me. Arms are teed out on your stomach, cross the left leg over. Okay, I guess we're not doing it. That's okay. Going into Sphinx pose. Sphinx pose, really good for the lower back, good for the neck. Here we have cat pose, again, good for the back, good for the spine, articulating the spine here. Hips are going forward and back. Inhale, arch the spine, look up. Exhale, round the back, look down in a cat. Thread the needle. Hands and knees are wide. You're going to thread the right arm through. And notice that I'm going to shift my hips to the right. Shifting my hips to the right, that's going to get more emphasis on the stretch here. Option 2 is to cross that left foot around and take your stretch to a different level. Here we have threading the needle on the left side. Typically, I like to inhale, reach up, exhale, reach through, widen the knees and hips, and then let the hips go to the left side this time. You're going to feel a bigger emphasis in the lower back stretch when you shift those hips. Keep those knees and feet wide during thread the needle at all times. After thread the needle, we're going to go ahead and try crow to scorpion, trying to get the knees behind above the triceps, pushing into the ground, straightening the legs, sticking the landing here, letting the legs come back, and scorpion.